Good morning. Welcome to day 43 of 100 days posting on YouTube. It is Wednesday, August, the last week of August. And as you all guys know, I am in sales, right? Or sales service. And just going to do my daily check in today. I don't want to wait till the end of the day because yesterday I was really pretty flatlined yesterday. Kept losing my train of thought. So we got our microphone back with the little clippy. The other one has a clip, I just never put it on yet. But anyway, stay focused. Stay focused. Do you see how easy it is for the mind to wander when you're trying to deliver your message? And I think that's for me probably been one of the hardest things learning the communication skills is because maybe it is the fear that if I don't try to get it all out at once, I'm going to forget. And so here I go. My mind is like, okay, you got to get everything out. You have to say before, make sure you get it all out. And it's just like, blah, 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 blah. And no. So, anyway, where we're at for the month. So, work, check in. Work is good. Work is going good. It's been pretty consistently busy helping customers, and I was really excited yesterday because part of um, my job description, right? I'm an insurance agent, and my job as an advisor is to make sure that we protect you as a client, right? To make sure we're protecting all of your interests, whether that is your household income with making sure you have the right coverages, etc., etc., protecting your family. And one thing that I added on to myself to help add value to my customers was getting licensed for life and health. Because life and health, of course, is very important, especially when you're trying to build um, financial independence for your family. This is what's going to help you be able to leave something for your kids. Now, if you think about it, one of the goals that I, as see for myself, being uh, looking at the woman that I admire, she's someone who is building financial freedom not only for herself but for her kids and the future generations to come, right? So life insurance can definitely help you do that. Why? Because let's say for me, I own a house, right? So it's a 30-year mortgage. I'm 43. If anything happened to me while my kids are still living in the home, my kids are still going to school, I need to make sure that they are taken care of, right? I need to make sure that they have a home, that they can stay in their home, or at least pay off the house so they don't, you know, have a place to live. Now, I understand that, with younger kids, or not even necessarily just have a place to live. For example, I know when you have younger kids, and I know nobody likes to think about this. Nobody likes to talk about it. Nobody likes to think about it, but it's really important, right? Because if you have kids, don't wait till it's too late. And you're not preparing yourself for the possibility of what might happen, and you're leaving that burden on your family. You're leaving that burden on your kids. Even if they're adults and you still have to pay a mortgage, your adult kids are going to assume that debt. Why do you want to do that to them, right? No. Be a responsible adult and get something to help you and your kids build something. And there's a lot of benefits that come along with the life insurance policy, depending on the type that you get. They have, policies that will help you get cash value, that build cash value, right? After a certain amount of years, they build cash value. So that's one of the type of policies that you can get. You can get, you know, like me at my age, getting a life insurance policy for 30 years, so that if anything happens to me, my house is paid off and my kids are taken care of. So, and carrying more than one life insurance policy is also important, right? Because let's say you have a term life insurance policy that helps pay off the house, okay? But let's say that you want to be able to send your kids to college, right? So my point being that is that I decided to get my life insurance license so that I would be able to help customers and offer those type of services on top of what I already do, right? To add value. Okay. Now I'll circle back. I am in Texas, so I only can do business in Texas, right? So, however, so you need any services, I'm available. However, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to educate you on why you need to have it, right? Like why I feel like it's important for me. And do your research. Do your research, right? Um, to help you find what will work best for you, what you can afford financially. Um, Even if it's a policy you purchase for final expenses, that way that you're not leaving that burden to your family. Okay. Um, that's it. I wasn't really even going to talk about this, but because I was doing my check-in for the month, and I was really, really excited because yesterday, the focus at work is we want to try and bring in more business for life insurance, right? We have to build that pipeline, and we have to make sure that we're properly protecting our customers by offering that service. And so I had the opportunity, and it presented itself yesterday. And normally, I probably wouldn't have asked about it, but because it was fresh in my mind, it's something that I've been um, trying to incorporate into our daily review process, sales process. It was fresh in my mind. So when the customer was on the phone, um, they had just bought a new motorcycle. They're a young couple still, in their 20s. And I asked her, I was like, do you guys have any, like, life insurance? Because they have kids, they just bought a motorcycle. And if you don't know, those can be they're high risk, the probability of an accident happening because you're exposed, right? So a lot of people, accidents happen anyway. So, and she was actually very interested. She said, you know what? My dad just told me this morning that I need to get life insurance. And so we did the quote. And I'm going to follow up with her today about it, see where, um, because one thing is that always do it when it's fresh on your mind, right? Because when you say, oh, I'll get to it later, you may not ever come back to it. And before you know it, you're in a situation where you need it, right? Or your family needs it. In this case, if it's a life insurance policy or just insurance in general, right? So just don't procrastinate. Don't procrastinate. When you have it fresh on your mind, get it done, take care of it, get it out of the way. Especially if that's on a list of things that you don't know you need to get done. So if the opportunity is there to get it taken care of, why not just do it, right? That's also building on becoming the woman that I admire, is getting out of the box of procrastinating, because I have always been in the past someone who procrastinated. And I feel like for me, I procrastinated because I would get mentally overwhelmed. But that's besides the point. We're moving forward. We're doing things to better ourselves and putting aside procrastination and just taking the action. Just even if it's a small step. Research it. Call to get a quote. You know, and for you to make one step to getting you closer to where you want to be, right? So that's pretty much it for today. Um, Again, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for everyone who is here. And this morning, I woke up and I had officially hit 50 subscribers, and I am ecstatic. Now, I think if I can stay at 50 subscribers, I can do some live videos now. That's interesting. Of course, I will schedule those live videos. That way, the people have an opportunity to join in. Okay. So, anyway, love you guys. You have a blessed day. Bye.